Hello. So this is my capstone project. Basically in class we were asked to create our own project as like a final project for our advanced computer science class. A couple requirements for this project were at least 3 different pages of Java and XML. And you had to have uh, photos on some of your pages, and you had to have some text views on them, and you had to have a way to get to them. So for mine, I created an art website. So essentially, I have my 3 different pages are my original just main activity or activity main XML and my activity main Java, which just has this text view that says art website, a photo of just like an arty photo, and then 2 buttons down here at the bottom. One of them is to some art, and one of them is to a contact me page that has some information that you can use to contact the creator of the website. I didn't use any of my information or like my art or anything just because it's kind of like supposed to be a template so that people can edit this and create their own out of it. I also didn't want to post all of my information. So basically on my activity main, we just have a relative layout. We have our first text view. I made sure to have my color, the right color. Just black, so it comes more appeared on screen. I have some padding on the top so that it isn't right on the top of the screen and it's more brought down. I have layout center horizontal true, and that essentially just makes it so that this art website is centered no matter how many words or letters I have in this text view. Then I have my image view, and my image view is just wrap content for width and height, and it has padding on the left and right side so that it's not touching the side of the phone. And then I just called my cover photo drawable. Then I have a linear layout down here so that I can put these 2 next to each other. I gave these 2 IDs, so this one is art page and this one is contact me page. So that I can call those. Basically, I have margins just so that they aren't. I didn't really want to have to go through and try and figure out how to make them centered. So I just created margins so that they could be centered in the right spot of the screen. And then I have just the text for the art, and then made sure to put my on clicks so when you click the buttons, it actually takes you to a page. And then I have my main activity Java, which just has my 2 2 little codes that will help me so that when you click the buttons, it actually takes you to the pages. So obviously they're both public so that they can be used in the entire thing. And they will go, this one, when I click it, is my art page, so it's calling my ID. And then it takes it to art page activity, and this one is my contact me ID. It takes me to my contact me activity. So then if I click on art, it takes me to art photos. So if I go up here to my art page activity, go to code, I have a scroll view on this thing because I knew that the photos, you had to have them big enough so people could see. So if I do this, I can scroll down and see photos, and I can scroll back up, and it's just easier to see. So obviously I have the scroll view on the top, and then I have the scroll view closing at the bottom. I put this into relative layout just so that I could put them on top of each other easily. I have my text view that has art photos, I basically copy and pasted the code from my thing that says art website on the top of it, and I put that right here. It's centered, and then I have my image views. So my image views, I have ID. This is my ID. It's my Waves ID. I added that so that, oh, and obviously this one is my art photos ID because it has the title for that. So I have layout below art photos. I just added the ID from here so that it would be below. Oh, give me a sec. Sorry about that. My web root stuff came up, which is just software that I use to protect my computer from any possible viruses I could be downloading or unreliable things. But it just helps to secure my computer. It's something I got through my Best Buy stuff when I got this computer. So basically all of my image views have IDs, and I just named the ID the same thing as the drawable that I called down here. And my drawable basically is, it's a file inside of my big directory of all of my stuff in my Capstone file. You have to go through a little bit, but then I just add photos directly into there, and I'm able to call them onto here. And I learned this like last year, I think, or at the beginning of this year. And then I just made all of them have different layout width and heights depending on the photo, just so that the photo looks good and it's not like weirdly pixelated, and it also so that it fits the screen pretty well. And it's not too big or too small that you can't see it. All of them are centered horizontal. That way they're not on the side of the screen. And all of them have padding, just in case they are close. They also have padding, just like, because this one, I don't want this one to touch the side of the screen, and I don't want my Starry Night one to either. But yeah, all of them have layout below, and all of them have IDs. And then if I click the back button, I go back to my regular website, and I can click on my Contact Me page. So here is just some contact information that I have. Oh, and also on the Contact Me Java and the Art Page Java, it's just on Create stuff. You don't have to add anything to it either. But then the Contact Me one has just some text views on it. Scroll view, just in case I needed to scroll, I put that on there. And then linear layout, so that everything is on top, or everything is below each other. I have my first text view, which says, here is my contact information, color black, padding on the top so it's not touching the top, and the size is 40. And then these two text views are my phone number text view and my email text view. This is not my actual phone number, nor is it my actual email, just because it's supposed to be a template so that people can add in their information when they create their website. So, yeah, that is my actual code. All the buttons work, all the pages work, and everything. So next is my Get Kraken. Here's my Get Kraken. My initial commit is just my README file. I've said this a million times, and I will continue to say it forever. Get Kraken is probably one of the best, if not the best, things to use when you are doing pretty much anything. Anything on your computer you want to save to the internet, anything on your computer that you just want to keep a record of, put it onto Get Kraken, link it to your GitHub, and send it out to the internet, and you can get it anywhere you want as long as your device has a Get Kraken or has a GitHub. You will be able to find it. It is amazing, and I absolutely love it. I use it for all of my coding. That way I can save it and put it onto my GitHub. That way, just in case my computer dies or gets broken or it crashes or I'm not at my computer or it gets stolen, any scenario you can think of where this computer will no longer be with you and your files on this computer are gone. If it gets deleted, you accidentally delete everything, doesn't matter. As long as you have it backed up and you click this push button, it will send it out to the internet to your GitHub and you will be able to access it as long as you have internet anywhere in the world, as long as you have a computer and internet. It's so simple. And you can even edit from your GitHub if you don't have GitKraken or whatever coding thing you have or anything really. You can upload photos onto here that you want to save and you will put them onto your repository on your GitHub. But yeah, I will forever say use this. My teacher, Mr. Lang, introduced me to it and I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. So obviously this was just creating my project. This right here was adding just some text here. I added some text into here. I added so originally I added pages, but I didn't add them the right way, so I tried to make them work. As you can see, it says add buttons, try to make the buttons work, and I made an image view, fix the buttons, and this is when I finally actually fixed it. So I went through and I did something completely different. I deleted the old ones and I added new ones. And I added, I created my art page, I created my contact me page for my Java and my XML, and then I did a little bit of coding into here to my stuff so that my buttons get added on. I did some coding onto, I deleted my art page, and then I renamed these two images that I had put on. If you go back here, you can see that I added some photos too. I had to rename the photos because I didn't name them correctly and they were making an error on my thing. I added text for my image views for the art page, and then this one was I added information for the contact me page. And as you can see, all the code is on here. In file view, you can see the entire code, and on diff view, you can see what you deleted and what you added. But like I said, I love this thing. If I go to my GitHub, you can see I will go back to my repositories. This is my page, my repositories. I click on repositories, and right here is my Capstone repository. If I go to app, C main res layout, and these are all of my XMLs. So my main activity XML is all here, all my code. My contact me XML and my art page XML. Woohoo! Yay! All that is there. And then Java, all of my Java pages are right here too. For there, and finally for my art page. So all of it is on there. And yeah, you can find all of that on the internet. If I go anywhere in the world or anything happens to this computer, I can find all my information for my code right here, and I can take it and I can go back to my GitKraken and I can click this and I can open a repository which I'm not gonna do, but I can over